Hello there, students! It's good to see you back, and here we are, going to find art in the news. I know you're thinking, Mr. Farrell, it's been a little while. That's right, because I've had to travel far and wide in these weird times. In fact, I traveled back in time this week to see all the possible cool art in the news that we could find. So let's get started. I don't want to make this guy any more angry with me than he already is. That's right. Welcome to Brain River High School's Art in the News. If you're not aware of what Art in the News is, or it's been a while and you've forgotten, this is where we take interesting facts of what's happening in the art world and we share it. And our fake sponsor wants to remind you, keep your mouth Whopper fresh. Even though this advertiser's fake, its message for us today isn't. Hashtag, we're all in this together. So come with me as we borrow this time machine from a Doctor Who, and let's go back into time. Back in 1792, we meet artist Hokusai. This is his first attempt at the Great Wave. He was 33 years old. At 44, he would reattempt this woodcut yet again. And in 1805, he again would explore the same subject matter because you don't give up when you have something that you know that you're passionate about. And that reiteration kept getting stronger and stronger. And then when he was 72 years old in 1831, he came up with the version that the whole world would know. This is his final great wave. Again, I think the lesson we learned here, guys, is when you have something, don't give up on it. Keep working, and you will continue to get better. This is an art lesson that's in the news that's good for us all to know. And speaking of never giving up, this is Itsu Kobayashi. At 46, he had to retire because of a neurological disorder, which means he had issues with his brain. So that means for the last 32 years, he's been almost quarantined at home, like you have been for just this little bit of time. And how did he pass the time? By pursuing his two passions in life, cooking and art. As a former chef who couldn't work in professional kitchens anymore, he would document his wonderful dishes with these colorful illustrations. Kobayashi is now a featured artist in Japan's Kushino Art Gallery. People all over the world are talking about his amazing work. And now so are we. It would also might surprise you, famous martial artist Bruce Lee was also an artist too. Here is Bruce Lee drawing in between takes on the movie set. And we can see from his drawings that he has strong understanding of form and figure and value and proportion and some pretty good designs. If you look at this, a lot of diagonals. We learned that diagonals create energy. Not sure exactly what martial arts move that lady on the left is using, but it reminded me of the Three Stooges. Now, Bruce Lee died years and years before Ang Lee's very influential Crouching Tiger and Hidden Dragon movie came out. But it's hard to not notice the drawing that Bruce Lee did here in the bottom left corner and compare it to this movie that has been considered a classic ever since it was made. And what I'd like to point out to my students, just like we use thumbnail drawings in our process to create great works of art, Bruce Lee was using drawing to figure out his ideas before he ever brought them to life on screen. I'd like to point out, notice Bruce Lee was called a master. And now we travel down to Australia, where one of our crack reporters sees what are the Australians doing during this quarantine. Well, apparently it's become popular in Australia to dress up as you take out the trash, and then to share that on social media. And with that, I think we're finding that the people are almost as exotic as the animals. So this might be the worst Waldo ever. And this one? I don't get it. Even Iron Man is getting in on the action of taking out the trash. And now moving on to artist Paul Jackson, who's combining characters from famous movies with the creatures that they are associated with. Some of his ideas you have to think about a little bit. For example, if someone is giving information to the FBI, he's wearing a bug and they're recording it, don't we call those people rats? And from now on, this is how I'm going to travel to school. Look how ingenious his combination of this character inside of this creature looks like a machine that could be actually feasible in our imaginations. So the last image I'm going to leave you with today. Chimpanzee with another monkey making art inside of it. But this isn't any ordinary art. If you look closely, this is work that is an homage to the street graffiti artist Banksy. His work is used to protest around the world. And if you look even closer, onto the canvas it says, "Laugh now, but one day we'll be in charge." I'm Farrell, and this has been a Braden River High School art production.